quietness. There is this quote that says, "Your beauty should not come from outward adornment. Rather, it should be that of your inner self. The unfading beauty of a meek and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight." What does this even mean? It means that when you have this connection with your inner self, with a sunflower bloomer, boss bloomer, you might call it light within you, and you have a sense of awareness of what your unique frequency is, what your unique energy is, there is no need to push, prove, and please anymore. You rather express yourself freely. And you allow for your journey to be exactly what it is, without attachment or expectation. So you bloom beyond the need for adornment, for external validation, for external affirmation. You allow that to be what it is. If someone, gracefully expresses something to you, you receive it with appreciation, but you already have that sense of appreciation for yourself. And when you have this appreciation, you can allow yourself to quiet, to surrender into quiet. It's very interesting how when I was a high performer with perfectionism, I resisted quietness at all odds. Quietness for myself and quietness in the relationship with others. Quietness in conversations, quietness in my environment. I resisted quietness at all cost because it introduced this silence that revealed the shadow aspects about me to me, which I previously had overlooked or not wanted to address and find gratitude, appreciation, and love for. Make sense? So I was outrunning or trying to outrun my shadow and inadvertently also then my light. And so I would rather hustle, keep going on this hamster wheel over and 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 over again, and resisting quietness at all cost, which ironically was going to be the gateway for me to grow anyways and to bloom beyond perfectionism. It is wrong to assume that loudness and hustle equates to strength and quietness equates to weakness. Growth can actually often be silent, and it is silent, and destruction can often be loud. A seed grows quietly into a tree, into a sunflower, into whatever that it is, programmed, so to speak, to grow into. But the tree, the sunflower, whatever, it falls with great noise. In our world, everything makes a big whoop out of itself with nothing to really back it up with, Quietness, on the other hand, contrasts the spirit of our times and lets your actions speak for themselves. A quiet demeanor not only exudes grace and installs peace, but also has an aura of mystique about it. Quietness can also often mean you value peace, that your energy is self-contained, that you have a connection with this universal intelligence, God, and it does not need to draw unnecessary attention to itself, thereby then increasing intrigue. So you are self-contained, right? You embrace this mystique, and you're doing it from that place of knowing your worth. Not in a prideful way, but in a way that is true, just ultimate truth. And from that place, it's so much more easy to engage in conversations. It's so much more easy to embrace the silence that sometimes occur and not constantly have to fill it in order to prove your presence. Because if you're to prove your presence every single second that it's silent, how exhausting isn't that? It's so freaking exhausting. I know it because I've been there and I've done that. And it only creates disauthentic expression and connection. Because you're out to prove yourself. Subconsciously. Whether you know it or not. And if relationships, let's say, are born out of that place, they're not going to be long lasting. Because you will be exhausted. You'll exhaust yourself from being inauthentic through constantly having to fill the void of silence. Whereas when you can begin embracing quietness and silence in conversations, in relationships, and allow you and another to connect in a subtle, energetic way through mere presence, silence, quietness, you increase your tolerance for it. You increase your tolerance for it every time that you practice quietness, silence, and embracing the here and now. Instead of fixing it, doing something with it, altering it. This allows you to come into your rest and digest system, your parasympathetic nervous system, where you are more resilient to handle whatever comes your way because you're in that place of calm, that place of ease, that place of, right, of breathing. When you begin engaging in this way, I encourage you to begin connecting with your breath and focusing on your breath, your inhales and exhales, so that you have a point of focus instead of always focusing on the other person, what the other person is all about, what they might think about you, etc., etc. When it's being quiet, you come back to your soul through your quietness, through your silence, and you begin observing it. And from that place, you're able to respond, you're able to listen more, you're able to be more connected in yourself here and now. So how beautiful isn't this? Truly. It is a practice. That's what this life is about. It's a practice. And I would love to support you in this practice of embracing quietness and coming back to your feminine essence through practicing quietness. You can go to bloombeyond.com/apply to join this Bloom Beyond tribe, where we have sunflowers, which are free guests, and bloomers, which are paid clients together. And together we are harnessing quietness. Together we really support each other in this journey of embracing quietness, of embracing silence, in order to truly, completely Let this meek and quiet spirit express itself and be self-contained, where you have this connection with your inner self, the sunflower, the bloomer, the boss bloomer within you, and the light within you. So go to bloombeyond.com/apply to join, and I might see you on the other side. Stay bright, brave, and balanced.